more than 50 years, the Royal BC Museum had a carving studio in Thunderbird Park. Now the museum, Indigenous artists and community members are looking to revive the program. Veronica Cooper has more.
So this is a moon face, and the moon controls the tides of our oceans and our rivers.
On the grounds of the Royal BC Museum,
you see the salmon eggs underneath?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Renowned carver CRANMER is sharing his passion as part of the Indigenous Summer Arts Studio program.
So this is how we started.
It's inspired by the original carving studio that took place here in Thunderbird Park from 1952 to 2008. But we expanded it to include multiple different mediums and artists each week. We've tried our best to pair more experienced professional artists with emerging artists so that they can learn from one another and interact with each other. And then we also have it open to the public Wednesday to Friday so that they can talk to the public about their processes and more meaning behind their artwork.
It's beautiful. I've been coming by this summer and I appreciate all the different artists that have come through.
That's going to be the killer whale at the top. You share the history of your people, you share the strength of your people, you share the beauty of your art form. And I think that's the best part of it.
So this one has already been split a couple of times.
Tsimshian cedar weaver NAOMI White was just 6 or 7 when she began learning her art with her grandmother.
She would go out and gather bark, and she taught me how to pull, how to clean, and how to prep. And over the last 12 years, I've revitalized my interest in working with cedar and trying to mix old and new cultures, bringing them together to make it more contemporary.
Like, how does it stay together like that?
The twining keeps it together.
Naomi's an incredible weaver. Kevin is a renowned carver, so it's really a privilege for me to be here doing what I'm doing.
A direct descendant of master carvers Chief Mungo Martin and Chief Henry Hunt, Leslie McGarry is hugely proud of what her family has taught her.
I always think of them. In fact, this is a picture of my grandmother, and she and my mother have inspired me. I think it's really important that the museum have this opportunity to promote the importance of sharing with the general public about the time-honored traditions of First Nations people.
After a summer showcasing carving, weaving, painting, beadwork, drum making, jewelry engraving, and other arts, the museum hopes the Summer Art Studio may one day become a permanent program.
Last summer we had the Crossing Cultures and Healing pole that was carved by Tom and Perry LaFortune. That was a really big success and people love to come and check in on the progress throughout the summer. So it'd be great to have a permanent studio here so that the locals and the tourists can come.
And Indigenous artists can share their art and their knowledge with the public and each other.
This Week in History, brought to you by the Royal BC Museum, bringing British Columbia's stories together.